All right, guys, what we're doing in this video is we are going to graph linear lines using a T-chart. So these are guided notes, so go ahead and get the notes out that you got. And we're going to start with question number 1. We have our T-chart right here. I've already given you the X values. Here is your equation right here. So what do you think you're going to do with the X values in your equation? Plug it in, right? So I'm going to do my work kind of over to the side here until you guys are awesome. So I'm going to plug this -1 into that X. And you can do it using your brain or your calculator. So this is -2 minus 4, which is -6. We get -4. So again, I'm just plugging in whatever they gave me for X. So 2 minus 4 is -2. 4 minus 4 is 0. Okay, so again, this is just starting us off, plugging it in. Now what we're going to do is we're going then to graph the points. So let's start off right here. I'm going to do a -1. So 1/2 times -1 minus 3. And again, if you're scared of those fractions, you can use your calculator to plug stuff in. So I'm going to get a -3.5. So 1/2 times 0 minus 3, -3. 1/2 times 1 minus 3 is -2.5. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take these ordered pairs and place them over here. So -1, -3.5, 0, 3, 1, 2.5. Now these are linear lines, and linear means a straight line. Y equals mx plus b, straight line. So that's it. That's all we're learning here. Now let me try to get you here. So right here, we are graphing x equals 3. So that means all the x coordinates are 3. The y coordinates can be anything. Okay, so when you go to x equals 3, here's x equals 3 right here. All the x's are going to be x equals 3. So that means over 3 up 1, that's going to be part of it. Over 3 maybe down 2. Okay, so anything on this line, let's do a 4. It doesn't matter, okay? This whole line of 3's where x equals 3, that's your graph. I like to talk about it like this too. This is the x-axis. So it says go to the x-axis, put a big dot on 3. Did it. Now, when you draw your line, you never want to draw your line over an axis. That's why it's up and down, okay? So when you put these 3 points on there, your x's are all 3's, but your y's can be anything else, okay? All right, let's try another one. This time it says now your y's are all going to be -2. So your y's are all -2. You see that? Your y's are all -2. So again, this kind of says go to the y-axis, put a big O dot on -2. So anything on this line will work. So maybe when x is 2, when x is -3, when x is 0, okay? So there's that line. So it just depends, okay? Now let's try another regular one. Look at this equation. What's up with it? Is it ready to be plugged in? Is it in y equals mx plus b form? Is it in that form? No, that 3x is on the wrong side, right? So I'm going to take that 3x, I'm going to move him over. So I have y equals. Now if he's positive on this side, what's he going to be on the other side? Negative. Good. So now, let's do it. Now, I didn't put anything here. And you can do whatever you want, guys. But what I would do is I would always take a negative number and a positive number, definitely. So you can kind of see what it's doing on both sides. All right, here we go. -3 times -1 plus 5. So that is 8. -3 times 0 plus 5. So that is 5. -3 times 1 plus 5. All right, so what is that? 2. Okay, so there's our points. But look, It only goes up to 6. So what do you think you could do on the y-axis to make your life a little bit easier? Because this goes up to 8 and you're only going up to 6. Could you count by something different? Maybe by 2's? Yep. You have to make sure you tell somebody that you are counting by something different, or we're not going to know what you're doing. Okay, so I'm counting by 2's on my y-axis. So over -1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Over 0, 2, 4, and then 5 right in the middle. Over 1, 2. Okay, so again, I'm counting by 2's on the y-axis. That's why I put it right here, by 2's. And that's allowed. Okay, you're allowed to count by different things. All right, there you go, guys. So again, try the next couple examples in your homework packet.